This is the new Dearborn Music Place in Farmington Hills on a very wet day, and I'm getting soaked, so let's get inside. George Allen El Camino box set. Now you can have it.
You don't know. No, there's like
Collectibles. Seriously? Something I don't know.
wait, one long nail?
I know, right? But not like that.
Everyone feel free to let me know what I did not, what I should have purchased. This is all the new. Lots of racks of new. And the used racks. Look at all this. Movies. Lots of CDs. dreams expanded into new and exciting things. That's how you make money. I probably do that part of my t-shirt. Funkadelic, cool. Welcome back to the ongoing saga of records brought back to my collection. I know, ooh, how exciting. Yeah, some of these I found, some of these have been sent by some of you, so most appreciated. The beginning was a record store tour in Farmington Hills, Michigan. It's a northern suburb of Dearborn Records. Now, their flagship store is down in Dearborn, but they opened a second store. So, up that move. So, it's a brand new store. We can see very nice, very clean, very modern looking, very spacious. I was surprised, actually, the amount of other things besides records that they sold, but it makes sense. If you are a retailer, you make some money off records, but you're going to make a lot more money off t-shirts, off mugs, off stickers, off anything else but records. You know, your lowest margins really are the records, so it's good to have the other things. And oh my God, I started talking and hey, you coming up or what? Yeah, meow. What? What? You want to come up? Now, you don't like to be picked up. Yeah, meow. Exactly. There we go. All right, here's Cat. The cat with the stinky breath. The cat that they want to remove all his teeth. All right. Oh, crap. I forgot I got a dark shirt on. Yeah, all right. Settle in. So, yeah, we got some great records that brought back here that we're going to show you. And maybe we're going to try here. You know, I should have opened these up, but of course I didn't, but that's all right. So the first one, this came from Viola Me Please, and a reissue of one of my all-time top 50 albums of all time. If I can pull it out of this bag. Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet. Now, I still had my original vinyl. I had bought another one, you know, a repress of it. So I had the cover for my original, but then Viola Me Please put this out. And how could I not get it? It is, oh my God. And let's see, anything special on the bottom? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Look at that blue. That's pretty awesome. And we have, wow, kind of poopy brown. You have that bright blue, then you have that brown. That's odd color choice, but okay, I see why. The blue of the earth, the brown of the Public Enemy. Got it. All right. What can you say? This is one of the greatest rap albums, one of the greatest albums ever made. It's something that says something. They're trying to say something about what's going on in this world and really making a point of it. This thing's fast, it's hard, it's furious, it's loud, it hits you in the face, it stomps you in the head and says, listen. God, it has everything. Fear of a Black Planet's on here. I mean, that is such a good one. Final countdown to the collision between you and us. Fight the power. Fight the power that be. Just never get enough of listening to this one. Guy, why are you sitting? This is a whole room and you have to sit there? Come on. You have to sit there? I mean, there's no reason you have to sit right on the package, right? Right? Whole room. I just finally, from Mark, Mad for Vinyl, sent me a copy of the David Crosby, and obviously it's still, you can't see through the glare. Oh, thanks for sneezing on me. But this is his album, If I Could Only Remember My Name. This is the new MoFi release of it. Did I need it? No. Did I buy it? Obviously, yes. I really thought about it because I got a nice copy. Mark gave me a very nice original copy. Super clean. Really, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it a lot. And I guess that's why I bought it, because I liked it a lot. And I thought, oh, I'll just get the MO-Fi and money. You know, I can't take it with me, right? When I drop dead, so I might as well spend it. Otherwise, my kids get it all. Speaking of Mark, Mad for Vinyl, here's some of the ones that he has sent me. Rolling Stones. And this one is Emotional Rescue. Okay, this is college. Man, this is good. This is when, you know, the one before this, Some Girls, and then this one, Emotional Rescue, were my first two Rolling Stones albums I ever owned. This was my introduction to the Stones. And what this one here, I played it over and over. I mean, where the boys go. Emotional Rescue. Man, you'd go down to the disco and they'd have Emotional Rescue playing. She's So Cold. Wow, Indian Girl was such a beautiful song. Summer Romance. I only have wonderful memories in college of this album playing. And really, really enjoying it. The inner, there is here, if I can pull it out. That's what she said. Oh, man. Hold on. I thought I had an inner sleeve here. It has, Mark, I didn't know this. Hold on. I'm sorry about this. You know, this is why some people prepare for their videos. And then there's those like me that, all right, there's a stack. Let's just talk. Still has. I don't remember having this poster ever. And it is very kind of flimsy paper, but this is really cool. Mark, I didn't notice this. Wow. Wow, that was really cool. That's really nice. I don't remember getting a poster when I bought this album back in college, but it was, I mean, this, you know, the Stones were trying to keep up with the times, obviously. What was big? We had disco going on. So how do we get some stuff playing in the clubs? Well, you had to pump up the bass, right? It was all about the bass and get that thing kind of, and that's what they did. And, you know, whenever some of these songs would play, people would just head out to the dance floor and really get going. And yes, the disco ball was going and the Rolling Stones were playing. So that was the second Rolling Stones album I ever owned. The third Rolling Stones album I ever owned was this. I hadn't gone back to the 60s. It didn't matter. This was the new stuff. This was what was coming out. And this, of course, has Start Me Up. Can you think of a better way to start a record than with Start Me Up? I mean, that's just one of those all-time great songs that just, it gets you excited. And, of course, it gets you so excited that Apple had to use that for their ad campaign. Smart boys. Well done. Perfect song for it. This wasn't as good as the other two. It does have Waiting for a Friend, and I thought that was a really, really neat one. Hang Fire's on here. I remember that one. Worried About You. The other two I liked better than this one, but still, this had a lot of great memories. It was my senior year in college in '81, and so it was kind of a, you know, as I entered the work world, I could Start Me Up. Then, the next one that came out from the Stones, and so this was the fourth Rolling Stones album I ever owned, and Under Cover of the Night. Here, let's go 80s, and they did. They began to lose it, you know, in the 80s. Well, everyone, I mean, it was keeping up with the times, right? What were you going to do? You can't ignore the times. They're getting old. They're trying to stay in touch. They're trying to show, hey, we're still part of it, and it wasn't easy. Because you have people like me out there going, you know what, things are changing. You know, I wasn't interested in their 60s stuff. I like Satisfaction, but the other things, that wasn't part of my life. And, you know, it's kind of how we look now, us older collectors. When you look at Record Store Day, and you look at these other records, well, why does someone want that? You know, why is this? Well, it's for the younger buyers that have come in, because they're spending cash. And they want that kind of stuff. Well, you know, the same with me. We wanted the newer things that were happening, what MTV was showing. And of course, Undercover of the Night was big. She Was Hot is on here. Yeah, Too Much Blood. Good album. Good album. Not as good as Emotional Rescue. Not as good as Some Girls. Those were great albums. Really, really good. But Mark, again, Mad for Vinyl. Please check his channel out. He is just, the guy gets the greatest stuff. He's showing a bunch of 45, the picture sleeves of 45s. He has hundreds of them, hundreds. Then we have Hunky Dory. And that was from what was in my collection. Actually, it's only, I just recently had bought 180 gram vinyl on it. This is a 1975 repress of this classic Bowie album, and wonderful, wonderful music. It made my top 10 for that year. I believe 71 it was the year. Of course, and this has Changes on here. Oh You Pretty Thing is on here. Queen Bitch, yeah, that was a new one. Andy Warhol, I always liked that one. Kooks, important Bowie album. Glad to have a cover. Now I have the cover. It's back to my collection. Well, there's an album with it too. Here was a good one of the 80s. Drive It and Crying. Another band I really liked, and up to Fly Me Courageous, I thought. They are kind of power pop, like Big Star with balls, okay? They play the guitars, they crunch, they're crunchy, they're aggressive. You still have some of the makings of power pop within their music, but it's much harder edged. And you know, Whisper Tames the Lion is just a beautiful song. That thing really, really rocks. I believe this thing came out in '86, if I'm not mistaken. It's really inexpensive. If you see it, try Drive It and Crying. I remember going to reading about this in Rolling Stone, and they really liked it. It had some good reviews, and so I did buy it. And I mean, I was just, wow, this is very, very good, and made me a fan of them. Their later stuff, I never cared for nearly as much, but this thing really rocked. And yeah, it was just super good. I got this at my local radio Wasteland, and was happy to get that in there. But you want to jump up on me again, don't you, bud? So, Drive It and Crying. Then we have The Worst of Jefferson Airplane. This was sent to me, oh man, a long time ago. I just had to clean a bunch of stuff. I like, instead of greatest hits, let's just say the worst of. That's pretty darn funny, isn't it? An old Victor type label. And that's Jefferson Airplane's greatest hits. What more can you ask for? To me, this is great. You know, I don't need all their albums. Their first album's important. Their second one's pretty darn good. For those that love Jefferson Airplane, they're going to want all of them. But, you know, this one takes care of me. It scratches my itch. Then, this was a two-piece band. It was like half off the half off, so I bought them. I used to have it, House of Freaks. Alternative, more of the college rock scene. Not necessary. It was one of those, oh, look at that price, man, that's so cheap. I used to have that, I'll buy it off Rhino. And, you know, it was an okay album. It, again, got pretty good reviews in Rolling Stone at the time. I think they're not as generous anymore with it. It wasn't bad, but did I really play it? Not a lot. So I bought it again, and I've played it. And it probably won't play it a lot, so it's back to where it had been. I don't know, it may eventually get a purge, but I got a good price on it. What can you do? So, more albums I brought back into my collection. Thank you. There wasn't anything like, ooh, well, Public Enemy, man. Fight the power, man. Appreciate you dropping by. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I hope you join me on Sunday. Bye.